Hi, Esther, Under the Influence podcast. Can I see you in my office? Nothing pains me more. Nothing makes me feel more disgusted. Nothing twists my guts around as much as seeing a fellow Asian woman speaking about another person of color like that.
Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Robi Masaga. Today I want to address a stereotype that some people believe about black women and black men and their bodies. It's a misconception that I believe deserves a bit of breaking down. Now, I recently came across a video where a certain Asian lady, she's called Esther on TikTok. She's really trending on TikTok. You can check her out. She claimed that black women, black women have bigger flowers because their men have bigger, which word do I use? Let me just use they have bigger. The information was very inaccurate and it's also problematic. The reason why I'm saying that is you don't know how many people you can trigger with whatever that you say, something that you are not sure about, because whatever this lady said was very inaccurate. It's not true. And that is why I want to show you this video here first. Then let me know on the comment section, what do you think about it? Do you think she was telling the truth, or do you think she's misinformed? Let me know in the comment section, and remember to subscribe, like, and share as well. Yeah, let's watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something kind of wild, but it's because I saw it somewhere, but I don't know if we might have to cut it out. But anyways, someone said that the reason why some girls tighter than others is because No. It has nothing to do with that. They said that it's because like ethnicity wise, like black men have, are known to have larger, so therefore the women have
that makes sense.
Bigger. And then you know how
it wasn't my view or opinion, but I understand that even bringing it up was super inappropriate and harmful.
That was her view and that was her belief. There's not a time in my life at all that I have ever said anything out of my mouth that I did not trust in at all. You said that for a reason. There was not one woman of color. There wasn't a black woman in that room. And you felt in your spirit that you had to come out and say that out of nowhere. Now, when you realize it was wrong is when your own community done turned on you, and that even they're saying, hey, whoa, that wasn't right. You're that same person that says something racist, looks around the room and is like, hey, don't we all feel the same way? And everybody looked at you like, no. And then you say, we're all Asian. We all have pretty much dealt with some kind of discrimination. So you know that this is wrong, and you still decided to say it out your mouth. You stated it was a harmful stereotype, and you felt in your spirit, you felt it in your heart that you still had to come out and do this.
Let me get this straight. I get to be dehumanized, experience misogyny, experience racism, be sexualized by all men, including my own men and my race. I also get to be stereotyped as the angry black woman, ghetto, loud, ratchet, and nappy-headed. Oh, and lazy. And now we've added a new one. Now I also have to worry about men looking downstairs, wondering, how loose is it? Thank you, Esther.
Hi, my name is Yana. I was raised by gynecologists and obstetricians since I was like 8 years old, okay? My mom is really good at her job, whatever, and has taught me reproductive health since I was young. That being said, I have a lot of background knowledge when it comes to reproductive health and gynecology in general. I am not in the human field, okay? I don't do human med, but I do know a lot about reproductive health and the issues that surround it, okay? I'm here to help educate people like Esther who don't know these things, because quite literally, some people just really don't know these things because of education, of their location, like geographically. I don't know where Esther is originally from, but some school systems just don't teach you things, and people will believe whatever they see on the internet. And unfortunately, like, there's not much you can do about that except for educate people. And I would like to educate people because I love education. Anyways, reproductive health, right? So the problem is that most doctors actually still think that way. They think that way, where they do say, oh, black women don't need much pain medication during labor because they have big hoo-has and they can easily pull out a baby. They don't need my help. They're gonna help at the last fucking second. So that being said, the death rate of women in labor and X, Y, and Z, even with certain types of, I would say STDs too, for Black women is a lot higher than it is for non-Black women. So white women, Latinos, etc. It's a lot higher for Black women because a lot of people still believe in this one doctor who they named the whatchamacallit, what is he called? The godfather of gynecology. His name was like James Mariam Sims. Okay, this man was from Alabama, and he experimented on black women. Okay, he experimented on them doing like C-sections and shit like that. Okay, from like the 1845 to like 1880s and shit like that. So a very, very long time ago. Everything that we know about modern gynecology today, we have to thank Black women for, because they did not consent to giving their lives to this. Okay, they lost their fucking lives because of a doctor just like this. Okay, a doctor just like this, basically experimenting on them with no anesthetics. Okay, being like, she has a big hoo-ha, she can birth. Oh, I'm gonna cut her open with no anesthesia because she doesn't feel pain. These doctors literally thought that they don't feel pain. And if you talk to modern Black women today and you ask them what happened in the labor and delivery room, you know, they have horror stories. Of course they have horror stories, because doctors don't listen to Black women when it comes to pain tolerance. And it's because of thoughts like that women have big hoo-ha so she can birth easy, or she Black so she don't feel pain like us. Oh my God. But get a woman of the caucus in there. It's a different story. You know that Black women die in labor 69.9% versus white women who die at 26.9%. So this is per 100,000 people. So take that number. That is 2.6 times higher. Black women die 2.6 times higher at a rate than white women do during labor and post-labor too, because hemorrhaging happens, and a lot of people don't think about hemorrhaging post-labor.
First of all, this lady is very misinformed. She doesn't have any scientific evidence to support her claim. And she's no different from those people who believe that any woman who has given birth is bigger down there. You don't just have to come out and say some things that you're not sure about. Do your research. A woman's vagina is very elastic. It can expand and contrast. So if you can believe that a Black woman is bigger down there just because of their men being big, then what do you believe about women who have given birth? First, do research. Nowadays, we have internet. Why do we have to just say things anyhowly without thinking? Only naive people say those kind of things. Naive people who are not educated, naive people who don't have enough information. Those are people who can come out and say things anyhowly. But for this lady to come out and say whatever that she said, she looks like someone who is very educated. She said that someone else told her. She's the one who is supposed to sit that person down, tell him or her that, no, this is false information. Human anatomy varies according to genetics and not the race. So assuming that someone is the way they are because of the race, it's laughable. For someone like her to come out and say such a things, it only shows how she's not informed. And I thought these are the kind of people who, who are so informed that is why they even have such a podcast, to inform people or to, disband information out there. But if now they're feeding people false information, who are we supposed to believe now? These stereotypes originated from colonial and racist ideologies. Myths were created to make Black people look bad. The aim was to dehumanize and justify discrimination. And these are the same. Some people still have that colonial mindset. They're still doing the same things that happened during ancient time, things that happened during colonial times. Why do we still have that kind of mindset? Why, guys? Why do we have to argue a point without facts? before you say something on a bigger platform like this one here, you just have to have facts. You have to do your research first. You don't have to come out and say some things about a certain community and expect them to clap for you. Let's stop holding on to myths and some stereotypes that don't even make sense. We need, before you say some things, have facts. We need to start celebrating people. We celebrate them for who they are and not based on their race. Stop creating assumptions, guys. Just stop. Before you say something, try to think, is whatever that I'm about to say going to hurt someone out there? Yeah, thanks guys for watching. Remember, if this topic resonates with you, don't forget to leave a comment down there. Remember to share as well and leave a like, and we meet on the next episode. Bye.